Good morning. In there, out there, out there. I'm in here, out here. Vivi, Julie behind the camera, and little Jennifer's sitting down right underneath the camera. Vivi's nose, slurp or not slurp? What do you think? Which way? Well, I'll go over here. There's a silent one for us. Well, welcome to the Sentimentalist. I'm Mark. Clifford out in Croatia. Clifford is the man who has the beautiful site called Poetry Passages. He reads a poem, just a couple minutes long. Always finds a fascinating site that fits the poems. Just nice, quiet, wonderful thing. So today's book report day. I have 4 books to show you. And by the way, well, this is sort of self-promotion, but if you know anybody who might like to have a few minutes with the inane, except for these books, tell them about the Sentimentalist, because we would like to see if we could get to YouTube. Julie's heading to the spinning wheel. She has complete trust. She's going to spin. Oh boy, it's cold out this morning. Vivi and I took our walk. The first, actually, not just a chill in the air, but chill. What a wonderful time. This group of 12 people that meet once a month, call it the Landscapes of Poetry. Where can you put 12 people together who like to be together? And you don't say, well, if Bob, if we could just figure a way to just edge Bob, Nope. Gosh, I just feel every time we do that group, how'd this happen? 50-some years ago, I decided to do this, and I end up with 12 of the people who just love to be together. And it's on Zoom, and Zoom disappears. I know some people who all but refuse or do refuse to be on Zoom. I'm going to sneeze. That's what this is about. Oh, don't sneeze on all over everybody. We don't want that. I'm looking, we had a wonderful visit. We have friends from 55 years. And they were here the last 4 days through Wednesday through and left on Sunday. Just down home with them. Know exactly what they enjoy, what not to do. Eat, not eat, whatever, it's just like you're at home in the home and your brother and sister came to visit and you get along with everything. So Tom and Elaine, so grateful for them. I did the crop walk by playing while the people walked, and that was fun. There weren't many of us. There were only about 9 who walked, but they walked from Saugatuck to Douglas, back from Douglas back to Saugatuck. And since I have this neuropathy stuff that makes me fall down, I drove at about 5 miles an hour and played James Taylor's Walking Man. Julie and I had fun. She found this site. She can do anything, and she found just the word walk, and then all the songs. We went through all these different songs with walk in them, and there were 3 finalists. One was Walking on Sunshine, but the in between the Walking on Sunshine part didn't apply very well. I guess those were the verses. So. And then we had Walk the Line, Johnny Cash. We ended up with James Taylor, Walking Man. All right, let's see what else is inane here that I can tell you about. Welcome in, Quip Walk. How about sending people to Martha's Vineyard? I don't know why I'm laughing, but these people, these are clowns. They're all clowns out there. They're cruel clowns. I grew up in the circus with my mom. None of the clowns. They were wonderful. Emmett Kelly, I met Lou Jacobs, little boy, me, hanging out with these world figures, really. I mean, legendary. Are there any clowns? There are clowns now, I know, but, you know, my boyhood's gone. The circus is gone. But they're clowns. They're just vicious, vicious clowns. Imagine. Duping them even to take them. And then the idea is to make, the elite. You know, we're the elite. I love being the elite. Yeah. Want to be an elite as a poem maker. And then they got taken care of instead of mistreated, right? And of course, DeSantis is, Christian nationalist and all that. Poor Jesus. Oh my gosh. He didn't found Christianity. Wait a minute. Although he was Jewish. Maybe he was Yiddish. No, he wasn't Yiddish. Aramaic. Can you imagine calling yourself? Oh, don't go that. I don't want to. Let me pick out a Bible verse and hammer it with you, huh? Well, I said book report. Here's, what do I have down there? Oh, this is Anne Marie Oman's new memoir. It's about her and her mom. As Long as I Know You. The Mom book. That's Anne Marie's book. Beautiful. Anne Marie's memoir. And this is, I've come to know Angela, I won't pronounce it, Kohler, book report on this. This is a book every day, a little something every day. And boy, is she intelligent. This isn't anything like, on Wednesday, make lemonade out of lemons. I want somebody to make bourbon out of lemons. She is really intelligent. There are quotes here. I'm just open this. Martin Luther King, Vincent van Gogh, Hussein Nizha. Yeah. Just a beautiful book. And it's very short, like this. Here, I'll put one on. August 9th is this long. And then her commentary is incredibly intelligent. And she's the kindest person. I've just come to know her. And boy, can she do yoga and all that good stuff. Where's the other one? Oh, there it is. And former student, Chris Dombrowski's next book. I mean, this guy is packing them in. How many books now? I can't even count them all. 3 acclaimed collections of poems, 2 remarkable memoir-y kind of stories, The River You Touch, Making a Life on Moving Water. Chris teaches at the University of Montana. He's director of creative writing, and he's also, there's no more sought after and highly recognized and acclaimed fishing guide. Isn't that interesting? And I don't know, I thought his last book deserved the National Book Award, the Pulitzer Prize. I did. I'm not just saying because I love Chris, but The River You Touch. We talked a lot about rivers in our poem group last night. What all you can't avoid metaphoring with a river. I gave a little information to everybody last night on what's called presentational immediacy. And I screwed it all up. Nobody knew what in the world I was talking about. And our former colleague and dear friend Beth Tremblay, holy cow, her book, Look Again. It's a memoir. And look at this, graphic memoir. She's drawn 1,000 some drawings through this. Look at this. A graphic memoir. I don't know if I should give away what it's about, but once, years ago, while walking her dogs in the woods, Elizabeth found a dead body. And it's a memoir. Elizabeth is Beth. Look Again. And that's the book reports for today. And we need to mention the Queen. You know, when, I think I had that down to say something about the Queen. When I was, I saw the coronation. That's how old I am. Yeah, every day's another day. That's how old I am. Right, Viv? We had a good walk, didn't we? You were wonderful this morning on our walk. Oh, you're so good. Yeah. Not interested. So I'm 8 years old. My sister's 4. Stay home from school or no school, I don't remember. We're both sitting on the floor. It's adorable. You know, one height and the other height. Big brother, little sister. And we watched the entire coronation. Who would have dreamed? My whole life, I've watched her be the Queen. And I don't care if you're monarchy or not monarchy, it's like people who ruined the circus for me. I can understand their arguments, but they took away the magic. Yeah. I don't know where we get our values. But anyway, there was the Queen for all those years. Can you imagine going through if you had that many traumatic things happen in your family and you walked out with that hat on anyway? And maybe you made a mistake about Diana, but you know what? You said, I made a mistake, and you came out. That broke my heart more than if she'd have walked right out. Understand the person. You're a person. Be kind. I'm going to miss her. I really am. And please, give King Charles a break. So I want to tell you the quick story before the poem. My grandmother was born in Penrith, England. That's way up at the top in the north. And she was raised on an estate, very wealthy. They had an entire estate, and there were, I think, 4 sisters, pretty close in age. They used to walk to Scotland. That's how close they were, to have a picnic, she said. Oh, yes. Oh, that was Irish, or Yiddish. They walked to Scotland to have a picnic. And as I say, raised on an estate, and her father was out on the hunt one day, and the horse fell and he was killed. And at that time, women, they didn't count. So the estate did not go to the family, did not go to the 4 sisters, did not go to the mother. Where'd it go? To the king. So now they're destitute, and they send the 4 little girls to live with their aunt on Broad Street in this beautiful little town just outside Pittsburgh named Sewickley. Up in the heights and the hills of Sewickley is where all the Carnegies and named Mellons and they all lived up in there in these huge estates. So that's what happened to my grandmother. And that's one of those, where would you be? Would I be me? I don't know. That's too scary. So here's our poem for today. It's titled, What We Inherit. We were living in a new town in our first house, after living with my mother's mother, now a widow, who had come from Penrith, England as a little girl. She and her sisters all to live together with Aunt Lil outside Pittsburgh. Penrith is way north along the Scottish border. We would walk to Scotland for a picnic. Before being shipped, motherless, to the States, the sisters lived on the estate. Graham, I asked one late afternoon while she was having her 4 o'clock cup of tea, "Why did you come here? All have to live in one house." "It all went to the king when my father died on the hunt," she said, as if telling me lunch was ready. "You lost where you lived? It was an estate?" "That's how it was," she answered. "When I was 8, our first place was a rental, a duplex. Coal, heated. I walked to 3rd grade. My father drove my sister in our tan Plymouth to her kindergarten, lodged in a barracks. Then one morning there was no school. We all sat in front of our 16-inch black and white and watched a woman younger than our mother step slowly out of a carriage and step by step walk to wearing a crown, become a queen, inherit my grandmother's childhood. We stared at the assemblage of magnificence. We were sure my grandmother was having a cup of tea." Be kind. Try to be cheerful. Knock over a thing that just, while you're getting up and off the spinning wheel. Be sure to do that. Take care. Bye-bye.